I'm going to give it a minute to possibly get a couple viewers. But what I want to speak on today, just on some midday daily motivation, or just a daily reminder to myself above all. You know, how about this though? I do want to say real quick, the first person who comments, likes, and shares this feed right now, I'll send you a jar of organic and natural branches sea moss gel. The first person who comments, likes, and shares this feed, I will send you a jar of sea moss gel. You just gotta send me the info in the inbox when I determine who was the first person who commented, liked, and shared. And what I'm gonna do is the first person. How about this? The first person, and this cannot be the same person either, by the way. The first person, the fifth person, the 10th person, and the 15th person that comments, likes, and shares. So if I don't got 10 likes, shares, and comments, then it would be just the first person and the fifth person. But if I end up getting a total amount of like 10 likes, 10 shares, and 10 comments on there, then the 10th person, etc., all the way up to 15. I can't go more than that. Work with me. But with that said, I do see a cute couple viewers. If you can share, that would be great. Man, I just wanted to pop in. I have been scheduling these pop-ins that I don't ever get to, and I just need to get to them. So I'm doing it. Even if I'm doing it late, even if I'm doing it quickly, I'm going to do it until it gets done, until I accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish, how I'm trying to accomplish it. It doesn't always start how I want to get it done. Sometimes we build the car while we drive it, so to speak. And sometimes some of the parts that are missing is like the tires and stuff, the steering wheel, like the stuff that really makes the car, go, and it puts you in control. So with that said, I have been hesitant to start something and not finish it, but now I'm starting it and it's going to get finished. And a way to encourage people to pop into the stream when you do pop in is every time I do come on, I want you guys to know that I'm probably going to be doing a giveaway, and it's probably going to do with one of our products or whatnot. If you're local, maybe a free meal, a family meal in the restaurant or whatnot. So that's maybe a little bit of incentive for you to peek in and tune in for a little while to see what was being said or what's being said, and to take an opportunity to allow me to do something for you in that respect, so just to put that out there. Now, with that said, the narrowest road. Oh my God. Why do I even say that? Well, we're all familiar with the scriptures that speak on the narrow road, okay? Obviously, that is the origin to the theme and the idea. Is the scriptures. But as I go through my own life, my own trials, and my own tribulations, I real quick, before I do that, I want to introduce my guy Jimmy. I'm gonna bring him into the feed right quick. Me and Jimmy partnered up in a couple community ventures And so we're working together. We've been working together for some time. We got a good vibe, with each other, as far as always like to be motivated and get into it and whatnot. So I do want to introduce him to y'all, and then a little bit of what he does, and then I'll go ahead and get into my spiel. He'll be here in the background. I'll switch off between cameras and whatnot, so y'all know. But just wanted to put that out there. Jimmy, go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Jimmy Wallace, owner, proprietor of Demiurge Clothing Company, Everybody Eats Supply Company, non-for-profit, Back to Life, non-for-profit. I work with the youth. Like Franco said, I've done a few projects with him. We got a great vibe. We really out here doing what we say we're doing. And yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here. It's a great vibe every time I come around, Franco, and we're gonna try to build on that thing and build something of some substance. So yeah, I'm here, guys.
Wonderful. I appreciate you being here, my brother. I've been, just being inspired by Jimmy and his efforts. So, I like to have those spirits around me too, and make myself available for those spirits, because the people around you really determine where you're going to go, because if you're trying to go up and everyone around you is the type of people who like to go down, you can be very hard to go up, but if you like to go up and the people around you like to go up, you guys can go up together, So when I find, like-minded people and like-spirited people who like to stay positive, who understand what it takes, and doesn't get down with the daily issues and challenges and whatnot, I like to be around those people because it where my music at? Yeah, but I don't hear it in my I don't know where it's playing at. Let's see. Y'all tweaking. Because I hear the music, but I don't hear it in my headphones for some reason all of a sudden. Let's see. I don't like when these things happen. It was just fine. It was just in my headphones.
We're doing great.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, I'm going to have to keep on moving forward. Without that, it ain't the biggest issue. So the Narrowest Road, and how I, and why I want to speak on that, because I see it all the time, first of all. And I struggle with it all my life myself in so many different ways. Understand it. I've always had a level and a sense of understanding of my own gifts and my own and who I was. For some reason, I've always had an understanding of it. In my right and in my wrong. In my wrong, I would still was conflicted internally during my wrongs. That's how I knew. That's how I knew. I never just went wrong and didn't think twice about it. I thought twice about it all the time. Every time. I just made the wrong choice. And I was motivated by different things. Sometimes anger, sometimes sadness, sometimes lust, And then when you get those things and you struggle mentally, and then you deal with other things like shame and guilt and fear. And that happened every time I got out my own path. It seems like I've always been looking for something and pursuing something all my life. And as I think about it and look at it in retrospect, these are all the times that my life went wacko. These are all the times where I lost my way. Get it? Lost my way? Because I came off of my path. But I realized something later. And recently, more and more. Don't look down on me for getting this late. Bear with me. That if I just stay in my own lane, like truly focused and disciplined on my own lane only, on where I'm at this moment, not where I'm trying to be, not what I'm working towards, not what everybody got, not what everybody doing. No, none of that. If I just be still and be present right here, right now, and address the needs that are in front of me right now only, then I'm going to find myself. Actually, everything that I think I need to find will either reveal itself that I don't need to find it, or it will find me.
There we go.
Because I got to deal with the fact that this is a corrupt world. It's very confusing. So some of the things I think I want, I might not really need, and they might actually hurt me and destroy me. Complicate my life. So I have to remind myself, no, I don't want that. I got to give up something. But I don't got to get off of my path. I don't got to do nothing extra. The beautiful thing about a gift is that it's given to you. You never have to chase a gift. The gift is given. If you have to exchange energy, time, and money, it's a transaction. It's not a gift. Everything that God got for me, it's a gift. So everything he got for me, he's going to place it only in one place, in my path. The path he has carved out for my journey and my experience in life. And if I dare come off this path, I'm pretty sure it's going to be for something I don't need. And it's going to be at the exact time when he was going to give me everything I did need. That's how I usually work. It usually costs us more than we think it do. Going out the way. So if you find yourself steady going out the way, steady in a situation you didn't plan to be in, a situation you didn't think you would end up, then you consider your steps. Why are your feet even moving sometimes? Being still sometimes is a very safe place to be. When you on your path, you can be still for a very long time. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to be rushed by the world. You ain't got to be rushed by their opinion. You ain't got to be rushed by their standards. You ain't got to care nothing about them. When you in your lane, on your narrowest road, the road that's built for you, you know? What you think about that, Jimmy?
Man, Franco, I think you hitting it right on the head, brother. I felt like I was listening to myself. I recognize the energy. I recognize, the spirituality, the spiritual undertone, and everything you were saying. You were speaking outwardly, but from from inward. Everything you were saying. I heard the sincerity. I heard the accountability. And yeah, everything you said, man. Like,
I know you feel it. I know you feel
man,
it. Because I know because on the road that you in,
it
you
resonates,
deal with
bro.
it has to. It has to.
It resonates, and it's like these are the times that we have with ourselves. I call them, conversations with God. And He gives us that gift. We all got one. We all got a unique one. But we live in a world full of distractions that sometimes borrow our attention, and it takes our focus away from what's most important and who is most important. It's very easy to veer off to the side in his role in life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, that moment that you actually swerve will possibly been that moment that God was actually going to give you or present to you exactly, what you were headed towards. And sacrifice, discipline. These are the things when you're on that road. These are the only thing you need to take with you that's going to assure that you arrive at your destination. Once you start taking sacrifice and discipline discipline first out of it, you're headed for destruction, or you'll never reach that destination. And like I said, everything you spoke on, brother, is 100. It really is. It really is. It really is. It's like I'm on that path now, and I've been to them same spots. You know what I mean? And when it gets uncomfortable, we get sidetracked. You know what I mean? Like, we get sidetracked when it gets uncomfortable, but that uncomfortableness doesn't mean that we're not going to make it there. If you're traveling on that road and it starts off, smooth, this and that, and then you run into a couple obstacles and look like wrong turns in your face and stuff like that, we start fretting. We start becoming distracted and unfocused. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we end up in places we shouldn't be. Some people end up in ditches. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're too reckless and careless with your attention. But some people end up lost. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But no matter how uncomfortable it is, we got to persevere through it, because sometimes you don't know how close you are to that in which you're searching for, and you can be right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the very moment that your focus get thrown off, and then it sets you back. Man, the whole process has been set back. You know what I mean? And after when that happens, you gotta be a strong-willed individual to be able to reclaim yourself, because now you're looking at all that as wasted time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it didn't have to be wasted if you just stayed focused.
In your lane.
In your lane. Your lane
mm-hmm.
will always be the smoothest lane in terms of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
When you operating in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
When you're looking at this person switching over in front of you, and it looks like, oh, they gonna get there faster. Now you start doing it. Now you start following the motions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I want to throw something in. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, bro.
I want to throw something in. To give people a little definition of what your lane means, mm-hmm. and how to get out your lane in the way that I speak, the way I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
When you have a right mind and a sound mind, you have a plan, you have a goal, you have a destination, you have sense, moving in a certain direction, you're usually in your lane. And then something happens. Either a thought, an interruption, a distraction, a disturbance, something planned or unplanned that takes your focus for one moment, even for one moment, off of what you were doing and where your mind, your spirit, your idea, everything that you were doing, and it takes your mind off of that. That's the moment that you have to decide either to cast that thought down quickly, to block it right away. It's just not important right now. I'm on my path. Or you move on impulse. And that's not good.
Never.
Moving on impulse, being impulsive, not giving your mind time to think, consider, reason, and to discern. Not giving your mind time to do that, it's always going to lead you on the wrong road, off your road, into a ditch on the side of the road.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be, the situation is going to end up bad, questionable, inappropriate. It's going to make you go face to face with God and his character requirements. All of a sudden, everything's going good. Now you got to decide if you got to lie or not. Now you got to decide if you're going to cheat or not. Now you got to, because you're not in your lane. That's what was waiting for you. God ain't the only one who gives gifts.
Not at all.
And when God gives you a gift, it usually come in the form of like essential for life. When Satan gives you gifts, it come in the form of nice to look at, nice to hear, nice to smell. It comes in the fleshly form. It comes with all of the things that we like that we think we like. You know, we have to be really careful with that. So don't move impulsively. Impulse can cause problems in your life. Give yourself time to be still. Stay in your lane. Don't let nothing seem so important that you have, let me just get out my way. Let me get out my own lane just for 1 second and take care of this right quick. It don't never work like that. Stay in your lane. If God want it, he gonna put it in your lane. It ain't nothing for him to move it right in your lane, right in your road, right in your path. If it's outside your lane, it's not in your, it's just not, think about that. If what's getting your attention is just outside of what you was focused on, you're going outside of your lane to even know what it is. Curiosity killed the cat, they say.
Better believe it.
The woman in a red dress. Keep your eyes focused. You know how to keep your eyes focused when your wife's sitting next to you and you driving, don't you? But you can't keep your eyes focused when nobody there. But God watching. And so is the accuser. He watching too. He watching. He know. You're like, oh yeah, wife ain't see that, but I saw that. Let me go ahead, throw your curveball. That's the news for the day. That's the reminder for the day. Me above all. You know? Let's stay on our lane.
Yes, sir.
Let's focus on everything we've said we wanted, everything we plan to be, everything we see ourselves in the future, the better us, the bigger us, the brighter us, the more enlightened us. Let's focus on that image and let's go, 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 go. Let me tell you a fun fact. I don't know if you know this, Jimmy, let me know. The brain cannot discern between something you see with your lenses, with your eyes, and an idea, something you see in your mind. Do you know that? The neurological system does not know if what it's seeing inside of its mind is it's a real thing that's outside of you or something that's inside of you. The neurological system is going to treat them both the same. Whatever you put your mind to, whatever you allow, that's what's going to gravitate towards. So if you keep thinking of good things, your mind, if you keep visualizing yourself doing something, your neurological system is going to keep saying to itself, hey, we got to get this done. Hey, we got to get this done. Hey, we got to get this done. That's all it starts focusing on. You see what I'm saying? Because everything in the mind is vibration. Once it passes your eyes, everything is just a vibration. It's a frequency. So that split second that you saw something, it doesn't matter to the neurological system where you got the information from. It just needs to determine what it's going to do with the information.
Yep. That's where it's focused at that point.
Yeah. So that's just a fun fact. I didn't know that. That I didn't realize that it really cannot discern biologically. Cannot discern between what I'm looking at outside of my eyes and what I'm visualizing inside of my mind. So you should visualize good thoughts. Always visualize very good thoughts, and then outside of yourself. By the way, don't put yourself in conflicting situations that are conflicting with the visions inside. If you see yourself to be a football player and you're working hard to be a football player, you shouldn't be in the club every weekend. That's not the environment that you need to be a football player. So your brain sees what you do when you're playing football, and then it's experiencing what you're doing when you're not playing football. And it's struggling with that too. It's trying to decide, do we want to do this? Do we want to do that? If you stay focused on football, the brain's going to be like football, 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 football. And that's how you focus yourself. And that's how you accomplish things, by the way, by not being distracted, by being determined, by being resilient. What they say? Resistance, what was it? Persistence beats resistance. Stay persistent. All right, my brother Jimmy, this is my time.
Let me say something to the people real quick before we get out of here. Expound on something you said, man. About God gives gifts, and he's not the only one. You just need the people to know, man. Yes, God gives gifts. God blesses you with gifts. The devil front you gifts. You know what I mean? So what I mean by that is God give it freely. The devil is like the record company or something like that. He fronts you. He'll be back to recoup on everything he gave you. He has to. You know what I mean? So know who you're accepting gifts from. Man. And
that's deep.
Stay on your path, man. Like Franco, like the brother Franco said, stay on your path, on that road to your better self, to your higher self. Only person you need in that car riding with you, is God. That's the only person you need in there. That's the only entity. That's the only being you need in there is God. And if you keep God in there with you, you don't have to worry about veering. You don't have to worry about the obstacles ahead. You don't have to worry about none of that because he got you. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's it, man. Motivation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to be taking a look at the comments. I can't see the comments for some reason from in here, but that's why we just went ahead with the conversation. But I remember what I presented in the beginning of the podcast or the broadcast, and I'm going to be reviewing the comments. I'll give it some time for people to go ahead, that when they see it, they can go ahead and comment, no matter where that's at, to give it some time so we can go ahead and try to be beneficial to a few more people. But go ahead and like, share, and just go ahead and give us a comment below. Let us know what you think. We're just trying to put some positive vibes and give you all some gems and reminders, to move forward with the day and try to refocus yourself, even if it's just for the day, even if it's just for your shift, even if it's just for the ride home, whatever, just for a moment. But try to keep it all together. Try to make it all make sense. Shalom, my brothers and sisters, and I'll see you at the appointed time. Peace.